Yeah, yes, sir. You got any weapons on you, sir? No. You step right here for me. You turn around, put your hands up on the car for me. I appreciate it. You are being arrested. You're a convicted felon and you got 3 guns. One underneath your seat, one underneath your seat, one in the box, and one on top. Just read it. All right, sir. You can explain it to the judge.
This guy, right, is upset because I sent his girlfriend text messages of him begging me, saying he was gonna take away his life, begging me, saying he's gonna take away my life.
Offset just found himself in deep trouble after being arrested for allegedly making alarming threats toward Cardi B. And let me tell you, nobody saw this coming. Sure, we all knew the situation between them had been messy for a while, but this feels like a whole new level. Ever since Cardi filed for divorce back in July, Offset's behavior has been, let's just say, unpredictable. One moment he's begging her to come back, and the next he's airing out her personal business for the world to see. It's been chaotic, but now things have officially escalated to a place where the law had to step in. Cardi recently went on Twitter Spaces. Y'all know that's her favorite go-to when she's had enough, and revealed some deeply troubling things. According to her, Offset hasn't just been stirring up drama online. He's allegedly been sending private and explicit content from their past to someone she was seeing. These were videos taken during their marriage, and she claims he sent them in a jealous attempt to sabotage her new relationship. Not only that, but she says he's been leaving her disturbing voice messages, trying to shake her self-esteem and constantly dragging her down. But the real turning point? Cardi said Offset took it a step further and began making serious threats toward her and toward himself. She says that he's been emotionally unstable and lashing out because she won't take him back. And when she showed the messages to his new girlfriend, the girlfriend apparently brushed it off and even responded with disrespect when Cardi confronted her about being in the house Cardi paid for. Now that's a whole different kind of messy. What's worse is that the new girlfriend has been posting selfies and videos inside Cardi's home. Yes, the one she bought with her own money? That's bold. Cardi tried to keep things cute, but even she hit a breaking point. It's not just about someone else being in her house. It's about the constant disrespect from someone who knows better. Offset's actions have been raising major red flags for months now. He's been posting petty tweets, leaving cryptic messages, and trying to spin narratives that make him look like the victim while Cardi is supposedly the one obsessed. But the receipts don't lie. Cardi shared actual texts where he was clearly trying to get her back, asking her for another chance and even making inappropriate requests. And when she brushed him off, he got even messier, accusing her of things that weren't true and posting their private conversations online to shame her. Offset's jealousy seems to have hit new heights ever since Cardi started dating Stefan Diggs. From the moment people found out, Offset has been acting out like never before. He even allegedly leaked information to a blogger about Cardi and Stefan's relationship, clearly trying to stir the pot without getting his own hands dirty. Let's not forget the financial aspect of all this. Word on the street is Offset hasn't exactly been managing his money well, and without Cardi's financial support, his situation might be more complicated than we thought. Insiders claim she handled most of the finances during their marriage: investments, properties, everything. Offset, on the other hand, was reportedly all about spending and not much about saving, so it's no surprise that there's talk of him struggling now that they're separated. But here's the most heartbreaking part. Cardi claims Offset hasn't been present for their kids, especially during the holidays. According to her, he didn't even get them any gifts for Christmas, and made it a point to let her know he got his other children presents instead. That's just cruel. Their daughter, Culture, is known to be a daddy's girl, so for her not to get any acknowledgement during such a special time must have been confusing and painful. There's also the issue of Offset allegedly refusing to sign the divorce papers. Cardi's made it clear she's ready to move on, but he's dragging his feet. She's been vocal about wanting to move forward with her life and start fresh, but it seems like Offset can't let go. Not because he wants to fix things the right way, but because he doesn't want to see her thrive without him. People close to Offset have even tried to shift the blame onto Cardi, including his own father. At one point, Offset's dad made a whole Facebook post accusing Cardi of bringing everything to social media and making Offset look bad. But let's be honest, nobody forced Offset to act out like this. His actions have been front and center for the world to see. Now that authorities are reportedly involved, the situation is getting even more serious. Cardi has every right to protect herself and her children, and it seems like she's finally putting her foot down. If the threats are proven to be real, it could potentially impact Offset's access to their kids, and maybe even his other children as well. And as painful and chaotic as all of this has been for Cardi, it's also been a turning point. A wake-up call, if you will. She's made it abundantly clear, both in private and public, that she's not the same woman who kept giving chance after chance. She's standing on business now, protecting her peace, her future, and most importantly, her kids. What really speaks volumes is how Cardi has chosen not to retaliate in the same messy way Offset has. Instead of clapping back every time he posts something shady or throws a jab online, she's been moving differently, handling her business quietly, securing custody, and setting her boundaries firmly in place. It's not weakness, it's maturity. And it's something Offset clearly wasn't ready for. Meanwhile, Offset seems to be spiraling. Every time Cardi shows even a hint of moving on, whether it's a new hairstyle, a cryptic lyric, or being spotted out with someone else, he unravels a little more. And now that Cardi said she's dating again, that might have been the final straw for him emotionally. It's one thing to lose your partner, it's another to realize she might actually be happier without you. The fact that his alleged threats came right after learning about her new relationship isn't just coincidence. It's a pattern. A pattern that many women sadly know all too well. The moment you finally gather the strength to walk away, that's when the desperation sets in from the other side. But Cardi is standing firm. She's seen this cycle play out too many times, and she's done letting it repeat. What's also becoming clearer to everyone watching is how much Cardi has grown. There was a time when she might have clapped back, aired out everything online, or even pulled up in person. But now, she's protecting herself legally, getting the right people involved. She's putting safety and sanity over pride and petty. And that's what's really scaring Offset. Because when you're used to someone reacting emotionally, the scariest thing is when they stop reacting altogether. And that's exactly what Cardi has done. She's not begging, she's not breaking, she's not bargaining, she's just done. As for what comes next, it really depends on how Offset handles this pressure. The legal process is already in motion. And if the authorities determine that his behavior crossed a line, there could be very real consequences: financial, personal, and parental. And let's not forget, this isn't just about Cardi anymore. His actions are now being watched closely by the courts, the press, and the public. Offset may have once been a chart-topping artist and a member of one of hip-hop's most iconic groups, but none of that matters in a custody battle. The courts don't care about fame, they care about safety, stability, and the best interests of the children. And right now, with the kind of allegations being made and the kind of behavior Cardi's claiming he's displayed, he's not exactly making a strong case for himself. And if what Cardi's saying is true, if he's really trying to interfere with her relationships, sabotage her emotionally, and disrupt her life out of spite, it's only going to hurt him more in the long run. Judges don't look kindly on that kind of behavior. Neither do fans, honestly. The tides are turning, and the support he once had is dwindling fast. At the end of the day, Cardi has made her decision. She's choosing healing. She's choosing peace. She's choosing herself. Offset, on the other hand, is going to have to face the consequences of his actions, whether he likes it or not. And whatever happens next, one thing's for sure: Cardi B is not the one to play with. Let me know if you'd like the next part of the story or a breakdown of Cardi's legal strategy or custody case.